Every play matters. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you all had a good weekend. Hopefully you're having a good start to the week. If you haven't yet, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. Share this out with anybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And for those of you that have subscribed so far, thank you so much. It means the world to me. So let's talk about the Yankees infield. All right. Listen, I'm not going to be all negative. All right. But there is a small concern, at least in my opinion, with the Yankees infield. Listen, the Yankees are 12-4. All right. The bats are coming around. Some bats are on fire. All right. Some about the rotation with one pitcher in particular. The bullpen has been doing well, despite what people have to say about guys like Clay Holmes, even though he's been doing his job. All right. Yankees are in first place. They have the best record in baseball as of right now. They're off to a better start in 2024 than they were in 2023. They're in a much better position. Even with the injuries to Garrett Cole, even when Aaron Judge was struggling, this team was finding ways to win. All right. But there is a little bit of a concern, in my opinion, and that is with the Yankees infield. Okay. Now, they beat the Guardians 2 out of 3. Okay. They took the doubleheader on Saturday. They could have swept yesterday, but they did not. Am I stressing it? I'm not stressing it, but it's a game that they should have won. But they still won the series. So I'm not going to complain about that. Now, as far as their infield goes, there's a little bit of a concern. Okay. Anthony Rizzo made 2 errors yesterday, which is highly unusual for a talented first baseman such as him. He's had some problems playing first base this year. Not major problems, but a few. You know, there's some plays that he would make, but he didn't make, which can lead to some bad things, right? It can lead to the team losing. It can lead to the team giving up runs that they didn't have, that wouldn't have been given up, or that they didn't need to give up, or they have extra base runners, right, as a result of bad defensive play. But it's not just Rizzo, right? Gleyber Torres also, you know, it's been a little bit of an issue with him, and he's usually the name that gets brought up a lot. And I understand why, because he had a rough 2023 season as far as his defensive capabilities go. There was a lot of questionable things as far as his defense goes, and there was, you know, a play that he should have made to home plate in yesterday's game, but he didn't make. And then you also have Anthony Volpe, who has been great at shortstop. He's made some great defensive plays, right? I'm not taking anything away from him. He's been red hot at the plate. He's, you know, playing better at shortstop, but even he has had a couple of miscues at his position at shortstop. You know, Oswaldo Cabrera, to me, in my opinion, again, he's red hot too. He's been playing extremely well to start the season, but I don't know that third base is necessarily his position. I'm not saying he's absolutely bad, but, you know, even with him playing third base, to me, he's not an ideal third baseman, even though he's been able to hold his own. Okay, so there has been some plays that the Yankees should have made with and I'm only talking about the infielders, that seem like routine plays, but they're messing up. Now, defense matters in these games, all right? Defense will always matter, no matter what. You could have a great offense. The bats can go out and get those runs in, but defense is going to save games too, and we've seen that a couple of times this season. All right, when you make errors, it could lead to losing a game. it does add up. It does add up because simple mistakes can lead to losses, and those losses aren't necessary. Yes, the Yankees are going to lose games. Every team is going to lose games. But if you're not able to make some of those defensive plays, there's a little bit of a concern. All right. Now, just thinking about it yesterday and just talking with some folks, I was thinking about DJ LeMahieu. All right. And I know what some of you were thinking. DJ LeMahieu is old. He's on the wrong side of 30. He's 36 years old. He can't run. But listen, we're missing his defense. This is what I think. I'm not saying I'm right on this. You tell me if you agree. We're missing his defense. His defense plays a huge factor in that infield. And, he's a utility guy. You could put him at third base. You could put him at second base. You could put him at first base. So he could play multiple positions. All right. DJ LeMahieu is slowly progressing. He's been taking swings at batting practice. He's traveling with the team. He's, running the bases, just trying to heal himself and get himself back to normal from his foot injury. Hopefully he's not rushing himself back. Based on the reports, he should be back towards the end of the week, towards the end of the month. Probably, I would say early part of May, just to be on the safe side. If I had to predict, right, it's just a guess on my part. But here's a question. When DJ comes back, where do you put him in the lineup? Because I do feel it's inevitable that he is going to be plugged into the lineup. Where, I don't know. I know the original plan was to have him at leadoff, but I don't think it's a wise idea to put him at the leadoff spot because Volpe's been on fire. Now, you could put him at the number 6 or 7 spot. I think that would be ideal for him. And if Gleyber Torres continues struggling, maybe you put DJ in place of Gleyber. All right. Gleyber's been struggling at the plate. Again, I'm not just trying to make him the scapegoat. It's just something that we're all seeing. He's been struggling at the plate a little bit, and his defense is still a little bit of a question mark. All right. So, maybe you put DJ LeMahieu there if Gleyber Torres continues struggling. Now, you could make the argument that you could put him in there for Anthony Rizzo. Even though Anthony Rizzo at the plate, he's been playing well offensively, his defensive game has been a little bit off. All right, so do you sit him and put DJ LeMahieu in some of these games? All right. Again, I bring up DJ LeMahieu, even though the Yankees have been playing well without him. It's noticeable that his defensive game is being missed. And if you ask me, and I know it's hard to guess, hard to predict, but if DJ was playing at first base or second base in yesterday's game, he would have made those plays. I truly believe that. All right. You never know, right? I know we never know if he would have made those plays. I truly believe he would have. DJ LeMahieu is one of those guys that, you put him anywhere in the infield, he'll make those plays 100% of the time. You're confident that he will make those plays. But it'll be interesting to see what happens when he comes back. But it's clear that there is a little bit of a problem with the Yankees infield because there are routine plays that they should be making that they're not making. And I'm not saying it's the end of the world, but when you're not making these defensive plays, it can lead to worse things. It can lead to the team losing games that they shouldn't have lost. It's just, small things, right? These small things do matter. So I feel like missing DJ's defense is affecting them a little bit, right? Now, you're going to say, what about his bat? I think his bat will be fine. I'm not expecting him to be a home run hitter. He's a contact hitter, and that's what we want him to be. We want him to just get on base And he was showing signs at the second half of 2023 that he can still hit the ball, and he was hitting the ball under Sean Casey, right? When Sean Casey was the hitting coach, he started looking like DJ LeMahieu again at the plate. So I'm interested to see what happens when he comes back. Again, I think it's inevitable that he's going to get plugged into the lineup. I don't think he should be in the leadoff spot, but I do feel that he can fill in for a guy like Gleyber Torres or possibly Anthony Rizzo. It's hard to say Oswaldo Cabrera just because Oswaldo Cabrera has been on fire this season. I mean, even though DJ is a better third baseman than Oswaldo Cabrera, and again, I'm not taking anything away from Cabrera. He's an excellent player, but DJ needs to be plugged in somewhere in the infield. All right. In my opinion, I feel like the Yankees are missing his defense, and I think when he gets back, I think that the defense in that infield is going to be a lot better when you plug him in, because he could still play the infield well. His defense is one of the best out there, right? He can make plays, right? He can make the plays that some of these guys weren't making. So. But you all tell me what you think. All right. I just wanted to give my thoughts on the Yankees infield. I don't want to say it's all negative, but you let me know what you think. Let me know whether you agree, disagree. I love reading your guys' comments. We all have differing opinions here. We're not going to always agree, but that's fine. I value what all of you have to bring to the table. So let me know what you think. All right. Again, the Yankees are 12-4. They're off to a hot start, even with some of the injuries that they have experienced, that they're experiencing, even with some of the players that are struggling. They're off to a great start. They're 12-4. They've won every series thus far. They're going to play against the Toronto Blue Jays starting today in Toronto. All right, so they have a few series coming up that's going to be tough. Their schedule has been tough so far, but they've been able to overcome all of it. So I'm happy with how this team is performing. But again, that's all I got for now. Let me know what you all think. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. Share this out with anyone you know. If any other news comes out, I'll definitely let you know. And I'll see you all next time.